Whether you're building for standard commander or looking for the absolute best staples for your PDH decks, this set is loaded with power creep, incredible modality, and mechanics you need to be paying attention to. We've narrowed down a mountain of cards to bring you the definitive top 10 Marvel commons. Before we get into it, don't forget to like and subscribe. I love Magic and I know you do too, so tell me your favorite Pauper Commander down in the comments. Alright, let's get into it. Number 10, Wall Off. Starting us off is a brilliant white instant. For 3 and a white, Wall Off creates a 0/4 colorless wall with Defender and gains you 4 life. But the trick here is the cost reduction. It costs 1 less for each creature your opponents control. In a typical multiplayer game, you will almost always be casting this for a single white mana. 1 mana to flash and a solid blocker and gain 4 life is a fantastic rate. It's the perfect combat trick to ruin an opponent's map and stall the board while giving you a permanent game object. Number 9, Quinjet Technician. Red is getting some fantastic ramp support. Quinjet Technician is a 1-drop red 2/1 that taps for a red mana, or it taps for 2 red mana that can only be spent on power-up abilities. While the second mode is a nice bonus if you're running specific set synergies, we are playing this purely as a 1-mana red dork. Getting consistent early game mana acceleration in red is exactly what aggressive commander decks want to see, and a 2/1 body is completely respectable. Number 8, Atlantean Cavalry. For 2 and a blue, you get a 3/2 with Vigilance. Whenever you draw your second card each turn, you put a +1/+1 counter on it. Blue has an entire archetype built around drawing your second card, and this might just be the best enabler we've seen for it. The fact that it has Vigilance means you can swing in aggressively without leaving your shields down, which is a massive upgrade for mono blue decks that traditionally struggle to maintain a reliable blocking presence. Number 7, Restorative Technique. For 2 and a green, this sorcery gains you 2 life, lets you search your library for a basic land to put onto the battlefield tapped, and then puts a +1/+1 counter on a creature. It does absolutely everything a green deck wants to do. It ramps directly to the battlefield, buffs your board, and pads your life total all in one incredibly efficient spell. Number 6, Crossover Collaboration. Impulse Draw continues to get better. For 2 and a red, this instant lets you exile the top 2 cards of your library and play them until the end of your turn. But if you cast it using the new teamwork mechanic by tapping power 4 worth of creatures, you also create a treasure token. Having until the end of your next turn takes all the pressure off your mana base, making this a premium version of Reckless Impulse when you can comfortably tap down a creature to get a treasure out of the deal. Number 5, Atlantis Attacks. This card looks incredibly expensive at 5 and 2 blue, but the politics are undeniable. You target a player to create a 6/5 Leviathan with hexproof, and then you return up to 2 non-land permanents to their owner's hand. If you cast it for its teamwork cost of 4, you get both effects. The beauty here is giving an opponent the Leviathan in exchange for a temporary alliance, while simultaneously bouncing the biggest threats on the board. In big mana decks, this is a top-tier tempo play. Number 4, Bushmaster Coiled Henchman. Green counter decks just got a massive finisher. For 1 and a green, this legendary 2/1 snake gives every other creature you control with a +1/+1 counter on it Death Touch. When you combine this with the sheer amount of trample available in green, your combat steps become an absolute nightmare for your opponents. Death Touch and Trample is arguably the most lethal keyword combination in the game, and Bushmaster Coiled Henchman seamlessly enables it for your entire board. Number 3, Infernal Rebirth. Black is eating incredibly well with this instant. For 3 and a black, you return up to 2 target creature cards from your graveyard to your hand. But what pushes this over the edge is that it has basic land cycling for 2. Modality is king in Commander. Early game, you cycle this to fix your mana and thin your deck. Late game, it buys back your 2 best threats at instant speed. It goes instantly into any graveyard or aristocrat's shell. Number 2, Call Damage Control. This might be the most versatile recursion spell we have seen in a long time. For 2 green mana, you choose up to 2 card types from among artifact, creature, enchantment, or land, and return those cards from your graveyard to your hand. The templating is unique, but the value is insane. 2 mana to buy back 2 different permanent types is well above the standard rate, whether you're returning a fetch land and an artifact, or a fallen commander and an enchantment. The raw value is simply unmatched. Number 1. H.E.R.B.I.E Scout Unit. We need to talk about Solemn Simulacrum. The sad robot has been a staple for a decade, but H.E.R.B.I Scout Unit might just take its crown. For 4 generic mana, you get a 2/1 flyer. When it enters the battlefield, you draw a card, and then you may put a land card from your hand onto the battlefield. You do not have to wait for it to die to draw your card. You get the card draw immediately. You get the ramp immediately. It flies, making it a highly relevant blocker, and it vanishes all color restrictions. In PDH and standard EDH alike, this is an absolute powerhouse and unequivocally the best common in the Marvel set. The power level of these commons is completely off the charts, and it feels like we are just scratching the surface of what the Marvel set has to offer. Is H.E.R.B.I Scout Unit actually better than Solemn Simulacrum? Let us know down in the comments, and be sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss our breakdown.